Hello and welcome to our devotional on the go by our great story and meditation. The title of our devotional is Food Fight, written by James H. Park. Our text is found in the book of Acts chapter 6 verse 1. It says, "Now in those days when the number of the disciples was multiplying, there arose a complaint against the Hebrews by the Hellenists, because their widows were neglected in the daily distribution." There is actually quite a bit of the New Testament that focuses on various aspects of food and eating. The story of the prodigal son revolves around a controversy over the banquet the father held for his long-lost son. Jesus was criticized for eating with the publicans and sinners, and the Pharisees looked down on the disciples who did not wash thoroughly before eating. For most cultures, eating is a very important aspect of life, and friends can be both gained and lost at the table. Although the New Testament church prospered without any problems for some time, it was food that caused its first bump in the road. It seemed like the early church had a very nice ministry for widows who could not provide for themselves. This group included both Hebrew widows from the homeland and Greek widows from another culture. Since everybody in the kitchen tended to be from Palestine, they would naturally cook and serve their own food to their own people and not have as much concern for the foreign Greek women. You'd probably say a church is a place where things should be fair. So the leaders go together and came up with an excellent solution, since the Greeks knew best what the Greek widows would like to eat. They appointed 7 Greek deacons to make sure the needy widows from that culture were better taken of. Instead of impeding the work of the church, the Bible tells us that the Word of God spread. The number of disciples in Jerusalem increased rapidly, and a large number of priests became obedient to the faith, as in verse 7 in NIV. When the church opens its arms for more people to participate in the ministry for a broader spectrum of people, it will dynamically grow. It was true yesterday, and it is still true today. Acts chapter 6 verse 1. Now in those days when the number of the disciples was multiplying, there arose a complaint against the Hebrews by the Hellenists, because their widows were neglected in the daily distribution. Book of Acts chapter 6 verse 1.